Hi everyone, welcome to this demo. In this video, I will walk you through how to assign a Microsoft 365 license to a user and enable their Exchange Online mailbox using PowerShell. And we will cover each step from connecting to Microsoft 365 to verifying the mailbox creation. So let's move to the PowerShell, because in the previous video you have seen that we have to go to the portals and do some clicks and GUI based steps to achieve this specific feature. But right now here we are going to use the PowerShell, and I have sorted out all the commandlets that will be required to get these features. So here let's start with importing the module. Well, let's start by connecting to Microsoft Graph using the connect-graph command with the necessary scopes, and this allows us to assign licenses. So let me show you the command, and I'm just copying and pasting here to save the time, because if I started to type all these commands, this video will take too much longer. So here you can see the command, and I have zoomed into the screen. Connect dash Microsoft Graph scope user read write. So what we are doing right now, that because this is the PowerShell session and we are giving all the rights to this session to manage things over the Microsoft environment. So here we are going to log in to our GSS account that we are using throughout this video series. And once you log in to the Microsoft Graph successfully, so you will start seeing this message that you can use this dash no welcome parameter to press this message, which means that we are successfully connected. And now it's time to connect to the Exchange Online. So let me paste a command to execute this operation. And again here we are going to use the same account to log into the Exchange Online. And here, and once you type the password, that it will ask you to sign in all the desktop apps and website on the device. Why? Because there is Intune product out there, and once you use this account, and if this account have the Intune license, then it will try to add this device into the Intune environment, and it will start accessing your device. So all you need to do is to remove the check if you're doing on the testing purpose, or if you wanted to manage the Exchange specifically, then you need to skip all these things. So right now I'm not going to make the check here. Allow my organization to manage my device, and also I'm going to select this option that says what, no this app only, because if you go for yes for all apps, so this the policy that has been created over the Intune or over the Microsoft 365 or the Office 365 will be implemented on your devices and on your applications. So to avoid this, you should go to this no this app only button. So let's click on it, and after clicking on that button you will see this message, and that tells you that you are connected with the Exchange Online environment. And here I have few commands that you need to run to do the particular operation. So to call out all the available licenses, you need to run this get mg subscribe SKU, and then it will provide you all the licenses. But again, here it required the login, but I am skipping this option and trying to use another command that will give us the more detail and see whether it also required this login. Yeah, it is. So let's click to login again, and right now you can see that it shows you all the current licenses like the Premium, Office 365, Windows Store, Active Directory, Premium 2, which is now rebranded as the Entra IDP2. So you can see the list of all the licenses here, and let us check all these licenses that are applied to this account, because currently it shows that this Enterprise and Mobility and Office 365 has been consumed, and the number of consumed units are mentioned here. Well, go to the Microsoft 365 portal and verify that. So let's resume the window, and here we are connected to the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, and select the billing, go to the licenses, and it should show you the license quantity, and here it is loading. Please wait. Alright, so here you can see that it is showing us the same output when we are getting this detail on the PowerShell, that we have this enterprise mobility plus security E5 in the two quantity, and both quantities has been consumed, and it is the same for the Office 365 E5 license, which we have only one unit and it is already consumed. And now we are going to do what? We're going to assign this license to the user. So first, what we are going to do on the portal, that here we have this license and you can verify it from there. This is the user, and this user have this both Office 365 E5 Enterprise Mobility plus Security E5 both licenses. So how you can check it on the PowerShell, let me show you the command. Alright, so here you can see that we've tried to run this command and it's not running. Why? Because we need to connect to the MSOL service, Microsoft Online Service, and it's not connecting at this moment because we have to install this MS Online module as well. So let's install the module, and then we will connect to the MS Online Service, and then we will get the license detail according to the user. So you need to remember all these commands, and you can pause the video and try to copy this command, or we will provide you all the command lists that are updated and must be used to connect your PowerShell to the Microsoft services. Now I have cleared the screen and we have already run this module installing for the Microsoft Online, and then we're going to connect to the Microsoft Online. But before that, let me show you another command to see the mailbox, because as we have discussed in the previous video, that the user that have this Microsoft Exchange Online license can have the mailbox. So once you run this get mailbox command, so you will see all those users who have the license. So that is validating the concept that we are trying to explain, that if you are seeing the username and seeing the user email ID under this mailbox section, that means this user have the license, and we have already seen it on the portal as well. So now let's connect to Microsoft Online Services to verify it closely, and press enter. And here again it required login to provide you the access, and after connecting to the Microsoft Online Services, then run the command get MSL SQL account SKU, and here you can see that it shows these are the licenses, and it gives you the more summarized and more clear detail, like JSS DMVV2 premium license, 2 active units, 0 warning units to consume, and same with the enterprise premium. So let's do one thing, go to the portal here, and on the portal we will try to delete those licenses, and then we will verify whether it changed the output. And here let's click to the license and apps, and all you need to do on the portal is to remove the check on the boxes, then click to the save button, and it will take a while to remove these licenses onto this user. And now let's run this command again, and here you can see that the consume unit is 1, so 1 unit is left here, and this enterprise premium, the consume unit 0, so we have Office 365 1 license left, and the enterprise and mobility E5 license one unit is left here, and these are the account SKU ID. And now it's time to assign the licenses using the PowerShell commandlets. Now you can see that we have executed this command. Let me execute it again to show you how it needs to be run. And this command gives us what SKU ID and the SKU part number, which is mentioned here. And this ID is required to assign license because there's a command which is I'm going to paste here. And in this command, you need to provide this SKU ID, which is here. So you should know about the SKU ID of the license that you are going to assign to this specific user. So what is the command? Set Microsoft user license user ID. This is the user ID. Then the license SKU, and here's the SKU ID that has been copied from here. Dash remove licenses, which is null, and then press enter. And the same way you can make this add license section null and add this SKU ID here in this bracket, and it will do. So let's press enter to execute the command, and you will see that the license has been assigned. And in the same way we are going to do this thing with the other license that we wanted to add here, and this other license is this Enterprise Premium, and you can match the SKU ID from here to there. We are going to execute this command to remove the license, and here you can see that it says user does not have the corresponding license. So let's add another SKU ID to remove the second license, which is there, and press enter. Now here you can see that the license removal has been successful, and let's check again the license detail, and here you can see the consumed unit is 1 and this has 0, which means that all the licenses are available to distribute, and there you can see. Now again, let's again add the license to the user to restore back the previous state, and that will remind you the whole process, how it's done. So there you go, the licenses has been assigned to this specific user, and let's verify it from there. MSOL account SKU, and there it is. Again, we have the same condition. So these are the consumed units here. So that's all about this video, how to assign licenses by using the PowerShell commandlets.